Hey guys, I'm a little tardy. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had some technical difficulties I had to iron out and get everything onto the show. So I apologize for that brief start, that late start rather. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Rob Cicchetto. Here's the studio. I hope you're well acquainted. If you are, please subscribe to the channel for more content. Help me make more content as well. Join Zombie Daily. Check out Zombie Daily every day for new zombie content, mostly coming from here, from these very drawing sessions we have. Yes, yes. And to think I hesitated. So here's the thing. Here's what we're going to be doing. This is the beginning of a Joker. I guess you'd call it month. Sure, it's a month. I think it might be a week over a month, but because of the ones that we do. Yes, Nicholson, the Bruce Timm version, what's his name? Heath Ledger version. My goodness. Whom else? Some others. The '60s, the Cesar Romero Joker, him too. So I think that's five. Is that five? Did I miscount? I don't know. I wasn't really counting. But anyway, those. And then to top it off, we're gonna do, of course, Absolute Joker, because hopefully by then we'll see a singularity, an actual version of him that is like somewhat stable. Because everything I've ever seen, like some artists like doing with like hair, some artists doing with like horns, and so like it's kind of all over the place, man. I've never been able to get a good. So December, of course, is Batman, Absolute Batman number 15. So that will be out. So hopefully by then I'll have a good view of what the actual Absolute Joker is, and then zombify him as well. For the fans, doing it for the fans, yes, yes indeed, and love showing you guys the process, man. Excuse me. Why is my voice? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I did a giant. Oh, what am I doing here? I did a giant caricature sit-in yesterday at a college, and talking to the folks, and maybe my voice is a little coarse from catching a little something or whatever, but yes, I'm looking for a pencil. Where are my pencils? Come on, where are my pencils at? Yo. All right. So here, of course, I hope it's obvious enough. But here, of course, is the Jack Nicholson Joker, which I thought that was so weird at the time, like especially living at that time, like hearing that Nicholson was going to be the Joker to this huge Batman movie that was coming out, and Michael Keaton was going to be Batman, and that was so weird to me at that age, at that time, and it still is kind of to me. And like them getting Prince to do the soundtrack, like again, I love Prince, but I just thought that was such a weird way to start the Batman mythos in film, like proper. I think that was the first real, how do you do with the effects and the budget and all that stuff, right? So, yeah. So I thought those were weird choices, man. But here we go with the Nicholson Joker as a zombie, and I'm accentuating a lot of things, of course. The rot and disease and gore around his mouth. I'm going to really emphasize that, of course. And, have it really clash with that white of his skin, that pasty sort of white. So yeah. And hollow out his eyes more, make him almost more. What do you call it? Deadite, like, you know. I love the Deadite look. It's a very specific look, you know. Whoever Rami had to, I can't remember now who he had to do the effects. Probably his brother or something, or some relative or whatever. But nonetheless, they were amazing effects, right? Like really top notch for that budget. So, but whoever designed those really had a great look for them, you know. Yeah. Whoops. I've gone too large. I'm gonna. There we go. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to check the chat there. Okay. All right. Do I have a... Yeah. Okay. Good. Just wanted to... There's always something. There's always something happening. There's always something happening. Yeah. So yes, I apologize for the rather late start, but I'm here. I'm here now, and I hope you guys are too. To witness, to witness the zombification of the Jack Nicholson a Joker, and am I doing it for the fans? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy do. Love you guys. I'm doing it for you guys, man. This is my gift to y'all. Like hundreds and thousands of zombie drawings of things. Everything from pop culture and beyond is my gift to thee. Yes. And it being, you know, the kind of art too that it is, being you know, traditional art is a thing, man. It's a thing, because yeah, you could crank out a bunch of templates and make, you know, zombie this, zombie that, or whatever. But you know, it's a real cat's doing it, man. You know, with real materials. It exists. There's an original, man. You know. Yeah, this is very ghoulish, right? Very ghoulish, you know. Hey, Fun Time Jake. Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you on the chat, on the video feed, on the broadcast. Who is that? Good question. It is the Joker, Jack Nicholson, the actor. Playing the Joker from the 1989 Tim Burton directed Batman movie. Yes. Oh. Okay. Hey, Kristen. Hey. I just want to get rid of this. Oh my goodness. So many mishaps. I don't know why, but it's almost like this is a haunted video, man. So many things. I'm getting these pop-ups going, oh, like you don't have enough bit thing and updates and all kinds of stuff. And why, I don't know. So I think it's affecting the feed, maybe. I hope it isn't, but if it is, guys, I apologize. Again, I know technology, man, it's not always something you can count on for sure, you know. So I was saying, yes, I really love this so far. I think it's very ghoulish. It reminds me kind of the Basil Go-Go's. Like if Basil Go-Go's did this, and I think I might treat it that way too. And for those of you who don't know who Basil Go-Go's is, look him up right away. He is an incredible illustrator. Has done countless covers for like Warren magazines, like Famous Monsters and stuff like that, and men's magazines before that, like military, like those super old, like 50s, 60s, 40s, I guess even. I can't remember how far his work. Oh, for the love of goodness. Okay. Kirsten, how's it going? I'm so happy to have you on the broadcast. On the broadcast, yes. I hope you're doing well. We need to get together soon, I think, and have some chats. Have some chats. Yeah. Be great to see you again, man. And I'm so glad you're here. That's wonderful. So yes, we're doing the zombie Joker from the Tim Burton Batman movie, played by none other than Nanaimo Bar, none other than Jack Nicholson. And yes, I think he thinks he's the best Joker, man. But I think, in my opinion, I'm going to have to go with, unless something else better comes along, I'm going to have to go with Heath Ledger, I think. And that includes Hamill, too. Like his... I'm not a fan of his Joker. I don't know why. There's something that bothers me about it. Like, all of his other stuff is great, but I find that his Joker too screechy or something. Yeah, like I get it that he's really perfected the voice and all that stuff, but he does a good job with it. But I'm not a fan of it. Personally. Thanks, Rob. Looking good, yeah. I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you built with plastic power. Yeah, thanks. Just drawing it up, man. Keeping it clean, man. Just drawing it up. So tomorrow, by the way, kiddies, is my final time out and about at the convention circuit, so to speak. And I like that little hair there. I like that little. You know what? That you can. No type of AI is gonna like do something like that. That totally came from me just turning around and going, I think there's a hair should go through there, and doing it, before even finishing the thought, because that would work there. So yes, like no amount of technology is gonna be able to recreate that spontaneity. It's an inarguable argument. Yeah, there we go. And of course, this was done. I did a very quick. I don't know if you remember from earlier, like 10 minutes earlier, seeing this sketch. It was done very quickly. Oh, thanks. Looks so good. Good. Thank you. Thanks. I hope it's recognizable. I think it is. I think the eyebrows need to be a little bit more accentuated, but yeah, right away, you can kind of yeah. But he definitely has a ghoulish appearance now, and it is. I find quite like the Deadites, man. Deadites, from Evil Dead, right? Which I love, right? I think that, like I said, I think they have a very unique look, you know. Yeah. Dead by Dawn. Yeah, what a great. And you know what? Yes, I'm going to put a lot of texture in the suit, even though it's going to be uh, deep purple. Do 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 do. It's deep purple. It's deep purple. Yeah, it's deep purple, and then the hat's very, very, very dark purple, and then this is lavender, and the shirt, of course, is orange because that would be held together, right? Yeah, so because that would be held together. Yeah, and again, I'm going to put a lot of texture in the hat too, because it. I don't know, man. I kind of feel that it has a felt, like that hard sort of felt texture, and I think that's what it kind of is, right? Um, so you can have those little sort of patches of scuff and whatever. There'll be dirt. That'll be dirt. Yeah. There'll be dirt. What's his name comes out of retirement? Daniel Day-Lewis comes out comes out of retirement just to play that. There'll be dirt. He did come out of retirement, didn't he? Didn't he? He did for one of his kids movies, I think. One of his kids movies. His kid made a movie and he came out of retirement to act in it, I think, and I don't think it did well. And didn't he do something else even after that? I don't know. You know what? I've never really followed Daniel Day-Lewis. I know he's a great actor and all that, but I don't know. No, I've not really. He to me he's the U2 of and I used to think what's his name? Oh, JFK guy. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm talking about. He was in The Mailman, The Patriot, JFK. You know what I'm talking about. Kevin Costner. Yeah, Kevin Costner I thought was like super, super bland too. But then he did like 3,000 Miles to Graceland. And that was such a crazy view of him, you know. And he's done other things like kind of that, you know. Remember when he was with Madonna for a while? Oh, that was weird. Yeah. That was weird. I remember that. That is so weird that I remember that. He was with Madonna. Oh, no, that wasn't Costner. That was Warren Beatty. That's right. Wasn't it? Yes. You're all like, okay, old man. Okay, old man, stop reminiscing about trivia. Forgotten trivia. There. I think that's ready for a initial wash. And that will be gray. That will be gray. The gray wash, as always, right? As I would always do. Yeah, they did a movie together and hooked up. Who dat? Yeah, they did a movie together and hooked up. They did a movie together and hooked up. Who is? Oh, oh, right. Dick Tracy. Yes. Yeah. Holy crap! To remember like pointless Hollywood trivia. Like, yes, yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy. That whole movie concept was crazy. Getting all those actors like Pacino to do that Scarface guy. Well, yeah, Scarface, wasn't he? In the bloody in the Dick Tracy movie, man. And there was other like huge actors in there too, like big name actors. Yeah, it was weird. And then really didn't do that well, I don't think. I don't even think I own that. Yeah, this is good. I really like the temperature of this right now. It's great. Making some nice gray, making some gray in the day today. Putting some nice gray in there. I was doing caricatures yesterday. Check it out. So I don't always just do zombie stuff, right? So I did. I was doing elf caricatures, man. So I had this my little sign that I would get people to like stare at while I do the caricature for like 4 minutes. So they'd be like, "Yeah, that elf stare is searing through my soul, man." Yeah, I'd get compliments on it and stuff. So, but yeah, so yes, did caricatures all day long, man. Yeah, well, no, not all day long, but nonstop rather for 3 hours. I should clarify, yeah. But nonstop, like from the moment I got the first person sat down till the last person got up and left, it was like solid 3 hours, man. Yeah. And I love that. And people are filming it and stuff, and yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's fun. It's so fun to do. I love doing those. You know, they're always anxiety driven at first. Like I'm always just scared, to do them because, man, like the way I do them is probably the hard way. Like every other bloody thing I do. So I don't do. I'm not the classic caricaturist. Like I don't do it the caricaturist way specifically. And I'm not trying to like buck any system or anything. I'm just too dumb to like learn how to do their style, right? I'm too lazy to like learn how to do their thing. So I'm doing it kind of my way, and I'm sure it's a lot harder, because of course it is. Idiot. Maybe I'm like trying to punish myself because I feel like I did people wrong or something in a previous life, so I've got to like hit myself harder or something. I don't know. That's so funny. Like what's his name? Raging Bull, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. You know what? Here's the news. Like, I just love doing things my way. I just find it easier to do that. And whether it's right or wrong, it gets the results kind of that I want, right? So if I really wanted something else to do, I would kind of pursue that, right? But I like my system. I like my process. I like my outcome, So like I kind of want to stick with it and improve on it type of thing. And that's why I want to pass these savings on to you. And if you guys want to pick up some of the like just the process and go like, oh, that seems like a pretty result driven process that's fairly easy to do, and pick it up, man. Pick it up. And I mean, you're gonna add your own spices to it, but I'm here to kind of show you the way. Yes, I'm here to show you the way. I'm here to show you my way of doing it. So maybe you don't have to take the long way. like I do and did. And you know what? Here's the thing too. I think it's because I had to learn that way because there was no internet. There was nothing when I was growing up, right? So again, it's not me trying to be a tough guy, but there wasn't any there wasn't any form of instant learning like that, like we have now. And even for me to be like through all that, like I still kind of embrace the ideas that we can do that. Like, I mean, why wouldn't I? You know, zombie portraits wouldn't have been a thing without the internet. You know, like many other companies, like, right? So it's just harder to do otherwise. You know, how do you do that? You know, but it turned into a huge thing. So, you know, and I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, technology in that sense, for sure. You know, when it does good things, I'm down with that. Okay, I'm down with that. Now I'm gonna put a wee bit of yeller in there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, there. K Rock baby. Maybe some brown. Maybe some brown. Yeah. Brown's nice. Brown's nice for those rotting teeth, man. And he kind of had gross teeth in there too, didn't he? It wasn't like a Cesar Romero smile. He had kind of a more, I don't know. I feel that he did, or he might have had a scene where maybe his makeup got in there or something. I didn't know. But look what else I'm doing. Oh, I can't show you any of that stuff. Where? Oh no, I put it over. Oh, I already packed it. Okay, well, it's going to the Ramada tomorrow for when I do the last con of the season, which is tomorrow at the Ramada, 11 to 4. I want to say 10 to 4. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, the Witches and Weirdos Campus Nacht tomorrow. The Christmas fair, dark Christmas fair. I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. It's going to be the last one. It's going to be a big one. I've got a lot of new prints, and I'm going to be bringing for the first time since the last time. But I kind of brought it to the last event because I thought it would go. But originals, man, originals. Oh, I can't leave this blank. Come on now, Rob. Now, you know what? Work on something. Okay, there. I have to let that dry, guys. I have to let that dry. So I'm going to work on something in the meantime. And this is from the not very huge yet, simply because of the time needed to finish them. Excuse me. But the body horror heads, and yeah, this is a series of about oh geez there, maybe 12 so far. This one might be the 13th. Yeah, this one might be the 13th. And so, oh, you know what? Look at that mouth. Doesn't that remind you of someone? But you know, these things, they happen sort of organically and beyond my control. Sometimes it just, you know, the hand wants what it wants. Yeah. So it does the things. It does things. Yeah. Does things on its own accord. I'm merely a vessel to which genius flows. Yeah. So, I hope you guys are having a great, great day. The day is winding down. Tomorrow is Saturday, I believe. I hope you had a fantastic week. And I hope you're in for a wonderful, wonderful, and memorable and superb weekend. Yeah. And me too. I hope. Yeah, I hope that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Witches and Weirdos event tomorrow. That'll be my last appearance this year at events until the next con season, which is next year. I would say April sometime, something like that. Then I'll see you guys again. But if you want to see me, check me out at the Ramada tomorrow at the Witches and Weirdos affair. Yes, it will be magical, darling. I might even wear a Santa's hat. Don't you dare even think of that. Fool. Foolish fool. How many cons do you do a year? Do you travel for some? Yes and no. Yeah, no. How many cons do I do? Just to answer your question, I don't know. How many cons do I do a year? I do. Oh, geez, there. Oh, geez. I'm gonna say maybe like 12. Maybe more. Man, that's a tough one. Because it varies. It varies year to year, and yeah, it's never consistent. But I want to try to do some more. And yes, I do. I travel. So far, mostly within Ontario, but we did. I did one in Rouyn-Noranda this past. I think I did a review of it too. If you want to see my review of it, yeah, I think it's one of the most viewed reviews I've done on cons. So if you want to watch my review, it's like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, check that out. But that's the only one I think I've done out of province this year, and I don't typically do them like outside of driving range, which could be up to maybe 5 hours tops. So because I and the person who typically drives me, whoever that happens to be at the time, likes to both go in the morning and come back after the con is over. So, I know that's a rough, and that's why I have a driver, because I used to do it alone all the time, and it kills you, man. Like, it kills you. And don't get me wrong, you're pretty high after a con, even if it was a crappy one, even if it sucked. You're still on a high because you were interacting with people you had to tear down or whatever, and get back on the road and all that stuff. But once you're on the road for about 45 minutes, an hour, you start maybe coming down because you don't have anyone to talk to. Music ain't cutting it, whatever, right? So I typically go with someone now, and to their benefit as well, So yeah, that's how I roll with cons anyway, Yeah, I love doing the ones here, obviously, and I obviously love doing the ones at the Ramada. But I think the Rouen one was the furthest we traveled, and what a nightmare. What a night! What a nightmare that was. The organizers couldn't have been nicer and betterer and awesomer and everything, but everything leading up to and then after was the worst. And that final stretch home, I remember coming back from that drive, and my driver said, "Do you mind?" And I said, "No, I don't mind." So he was alluding to taking the wheel, and I said, "No, I'm fine." And so that final stretch from, I think, field, about 72 kilometers, actually 92 kilometers, I went right to I was driving faster than flying figs, man. Yes, I was on a mission to get home before sundown, you know? Yeah, after that con. So he let me take the wheel. I was fine by then. I was like, I was still, I was still high from all the excitement and everything. But yeah, I hightailed it home, man. Yeah, that was a rush. That was a real rush getting home after that one. But for my full review, check out the videos, the video section. So with this, typically I've got an outline, but I'm making stuff up as I go along, as you might be seeing. So you might see a rib cage somewhere. You might see like a skull. You might see like intestines. You might see a fish. You know, you might see a coelacanth. You might see like some kind of death robot, or like some kind of weird like runes or whatever scroll. Sigils or whatever, man. So you never know what you're gonna see. You never know what you're gonna kind of see within the details. Within the details. It's true. So yeah, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true what they say. With somebody deciphered all my art, they'd be able to like tell some kind of weird story or message. When you turn it upside down, and enhance. Yeah, so, just having fun with this. Oh, you know what? That's almost good enough to add another layer tease to. And what shall I do? And what shall we do first? What shall we do first? I think it will be the light colors first, then the darks on top. Yeah, and the green starts here for his hair. Yes, yeah. There's that little thing that makes you go, "Hey, it's not AI, it's real." It's the signature. It's the signature mark. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that differentiates it from a generated image. All right, so there we go. I think I'm going to put a pastier white in areas and back that up with a little bit of blue. But I'm going to paste it up a little bit. See what that kind of looks like first. Yeah, you know what? I like that. Putting that in there. Yeah. Yeah, his eyes are sunken in a lot there. Right, there we go. So we're gonna make that face basically the lightest area. That's gonna be the lightest area. Aside from maybe like hot spots in his eyes, or I don't know what we're gonna do with his eyes right now, but we'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna go see. The hat is very, 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 very purple. Very. Ooh. That's a purple. Purple. Adding more blue though to that. And then some blacks. Black. I always remind everyone that I used to work at a camera shop named Black's Cameras, and we were owned by the Kentucky Fried Chicken Company at one point, and then some toy company maybe after. Yeah, because I mean, they couldn't sustain the whole like we develop film gimmick anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was no doing that. Everything was digital now. So yeah, and then like everything was purchased on. Everybody bought stuff online like that anyway. Blah blah blah. Yeah. There was no way. There was a lot of companies there's a lot of businesses like that. Like 1 hour photo. Wasn't Brown's one of those two? Didn't they? I thought they developed. Or maybe they were just a camera shop. I don't know. I don't think I ever went into a Browns. I don't think I've ever been into Browns before. I don't think there even is a Browns anymore. Maybe there is. I know we had one in our new Sudbury area. But I don't. I don't really go there that. No, it's not true. I go there a fair bit. I'm in that area a fair bit, but I just never really registers to look to see if that Browns is still there. But why would they be? Like, what do they sell? What would they sell? Not cameras. What are you talking about? Cameras? No, no. They don't even make cameras anymore, do they? Do they still make cameras? Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children. How many? Oh, okay. I thought that was a new chat. Yeah. So that's my feelings on that. There we go. I don't know. I just don't. Maybe I'll go with more lavendery for his. Well, I'm gonna add that to the hat anyway, but it'll mix. Yeah. And I think you know what? I think using this purple. I think this purple is good. I think this is a nice. And I'm leaving a little bit of area here so I could toy with something maybe a little more detailed. I don't know. But yeah, no, I like this color for his hat. There will be other colors involved. In fact, you know what? I might even use some earth tones in there now. Don't make me say brown. brown. There, yeah, putting some, dirt, filth. Yeah, that's always, and that's what the purpose of the gray undertone or whatever you want to call it. When I put that on, that is part of taking the brightness out of the color, the impact the trueness, you know, out of the color and adding the gray. So, and I'm adding these, you know, hanging, you know, pieces of whatever, moss or whatever you want, whatever it is, you know, whatever I end up making it later on when I ink it, you know. But yeah, that's a great, I think that's a great purple. I think it's a nice dark purple. I think it's a purple I can expand on, as I'm going to do now. And I just want to keep it separate from a little bit from the stripe, from the hat, from the stripe hat, from the stripe on the hat. Stripe hat, striped hat. Douche. I got douged. I got douged in the head. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Look at that nice. Look at that nice sort of, you know, purple and brown sort of, you know, mingling. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I think that's great. And again, you know, it's much easier to do that with watercolor pigment than it is with any other medium too, right? I guess you could water down. Acrylic to the point where it is almost to this like level. I don't know if it reacts the same. You know, I don't use acrylics on that level enough to know that. But here, you know what? And here's the perfect segue. My Zombie Daily Patreon page, in fact, is set up for you to enjoy, of course, first. But if you would like to donate $2 a month to go, and it is strictly to create art for this very page and to do more live streams and all that. So all of the proceeds go like entirely for art supplies to create more art for you know, basically this channel and the Zombie Daily page, which kind of are the same thing. You know, in my eyes, basically they're very, very heavily connected, right? So yeah, that's the deal. So that's the deal. So if you guys would like to contribute to that, know that all the proceeds go just strictly to art supplies, and the more the donations, the contributions are, the more the patronism continues. The bigger and better art supplies I'll be able to afford through that to do even more crazy and even bigger things, right? So if you guys want to see me do like huge, like large barn door sized drawings or whatever, like that will facilitate that, right? So yeah, if you'd like to contribute to the Patreon page, please do, guys. So many like big artists have those, like big you know, musical artists and stars, and like all those people have those, and I'm like, what do you need a Patreon for, man? You know? So anyway, they'll make like, you know, $10 million on the back end of a movie that like lost money. You know what I mean? Like what? You know, there's no justice. Then people give them like all this money for their little vanity projects, man. You're like, dope. Yeah. Anywho, nerd rage over. Never. Yeah. Anyway, man. It's just funny though. It's just funny. I just find that like hilarious. You know, that's how like the world is. You know what I mean? It's like the kick in the kick in the groin. The kick in the groin had a kick in the groin. Yeah, you know. But it's just so funny. Football in the groin had a football in the groin. Yeah, some nice. I'm using some nice earthy, warm colors, and I'm intermingling that with blue and purple for the jacket. I'm loving the purple, and I'm making it, and it's blue and a little bit of this crimson. Fell in love with a country girl. A little bit of crimson in there. There, yeah. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yay, wonderful. And you know what? This is one of those, what do they call it? Mandela effect things. I always thought he had a flower. And I think he did, but in this, like even in this press photo of him, which is the common one, of course, like I wanted to pick one that was easily identifiable right away. Yeah, I thought he had the big flower thing with the, with the acid or whatever in the movie, and even in this press thing, press photo. But he didn't, obviously, because I would have put it in, and I was gonna. But it was too far off, and it didn't work with, like, compositionally. It was too distracting to like fit it in there. So I decided to go with this, and like this despite that. So and this works. I mean, I like this, right? It's fine. Sorry, Rob. Work tomorrow, and 5 a.m. comes quick. Good Lord, your work as per usual is incredible, and it's great to see your process. Hope we reconnect soon. Yes, indeed, Kirst. He did for his date, I think. And now I can't remember what I was just talking about. I read your thing and I'm like, Durr. No, that's great. I'm so glad to have had you on, Kirst, and thank you for joining the chat for sure. And a flower. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, eh? Wow, I've already forgotten. I've forgotten things from 2 seconds ago. Yes, the goldfish effect. Yes, thank you. Okay, have an awesome evening. Thank you for coming so much. And I hope to see you again soon, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We'll reconnect for sure. Please find me. Yeah, you know how. All right, talk to you soon, Kirst. So, guys, yes, we're doing the zombie version of the Jack Nicholson Joker. Night, night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Yeah, I'm adding some nice purple and crimson into that blue brown area. Yeah, and now I'm gonna use that, but with a bit of white to do the lavender bow tie or scarf or what have you. What have you? Yeah, kerchief. I have a feeling he just found this in wardrobe and put it on and went like, this is perfect. Tim Burton was like, all right, give him this one. I'm the creative genius here, not you. I banish you. There. Tim Burton banishes Nicholson to the dark realm. New Batman set gossip. Okay, gotta put that. Gotta put that green in there. Gotta put that green in there. Gotta put that green in there. And is this all? Is it the coast clear here? Okay, gotta make sure that ear doesn't get greened. Greenzo. Not sure if you guys familiar with 30 Rock, but I thought that shows pretty darn funny for its. I think for its entire tenure on NBC. Thought that was great. Yeah, I think that was like the last sitcom I ever watched. Like, yeah, that Community, and I think um, Parks and Rec all kind of came out at the same time. I want to say at least I watched them all. I think at the same around time, and those were the last kind of sitcoms. I don't know. Do they even still do sitcoms anymore? Not sure. I don't know what TV is like anymore, man. You know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And like I grew up with and that's weird. That I kind of don't miss it. You know what? When I stay in a hotel, I kind of love going through channels and like they'll have a whole channel of The Simpsons or whatever. And you know what? It's like yeah, I can do that anytime I want, but I kind of like doing that here in this hotel room right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love that. I love doing that kind of stuff. That having that kind of like cable experience, but like I don't know, I could care less about having that in my home. Like, I barely watch anything, man. You know? Yeah. I wonder if that's almost good. You know what though? You know what though? You know what though? There's a purple lighter that is his vest, I think. Yes. Light purple, dark purple jacket. Yeah, I know. I didn't write it down, but I know it's there. No, he's got like a vest. He's got like another vest, and that's like you know what? I'm gonna make it. I think it's light purple too. I'm gonna use whatever purple I've got left on this brush, and have it at that. And then his shirt is orange, so I'm gonna add the orange. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that like that. That's fine. That makes it look more off kilter, which I like, which is good. Having that off kilter look, and the stuff I have left on my brush can go on here. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like, what do you do with that leftover paint? Well, there's areas that can always add more. It doesn't hurt, and or it actually does do a lot of good. Like it does a lot of help too. So yeah. Before you clean your brush on your palette or painting or whatever, and save that paint, like save that pigment, or put it to good use on your drawing. Yeah. In fact, that's like this. I gotta make that dirkier. There. So yes, tomorrow, guys, I will be at the Ramada, and at the last, I believe, event that I'm doing this year. And if you want to catch me there, catch that. No, I'm not even going to popularize that. I forget I said that. If you want to catch me there, please do come by, say hi, pick up a zombie handbook and or Cape Fear graphic novel or Cape Fear #1 comic. The comic, an incredibly diverse. Really, really diverse array of stories in an anthology that features characters from the graphic novel. Not necessarily, you don't necessarily need to read it, but it's just a great companion to the graphic novel. So it introduces some characters that you see in the graphic novel. So yeah, pick it up and enjoy that. If you see me out at the event, come by, pick it up, give it a read, and enjoy. It is very, very similar to. Hey, Philip Gandy, how's it going? Hi, is that Joker? Yes, indeed, it is, my friend. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you can see that it resembles the Joker at this point because it's at its kind of, you know, it's a classic photo. It's a classic photo that was taken that I used for reference. So that helps. But I think he's going to look a lot more like the Nicholson Joker when I had the eyebrows darker and things like that. But I think it looks pretty much like him now, except more ghoulish. So we're going to do that orange on the shirt, because of course that will be an incredibly ugly color with the purple. in my opinion. Now, take a step back. My IMO. Yeah, the kids, as the kids would say nowadays. I think it's sort of a pale orange too, which makes it even more egregious. This brush is way too small, no? Maybe not. Okay. I think it needs more orange. It's Angulas. Let them fight. I need adult supervision. I needed it. Needed it. I need the voice of reason. And then of course I'm going to add some nice earth tones to the orange, as if it's not earthy tony enoughy. But well, no, I guess oranges are pretty earth tony. Earth Tony, what's going on? Not too bad, Mars Tony. Yeah, it's it's where am I gonna put this? I'm gonna put it right in there. There. Yeah, it is a fairly organic sort of natural color. Oranges, I think. I find leaves. You know, when leaves turn different colors in the fall. You know. Yeah, and those orange mushrooms with the white little dots on them there. Yeah. That you find in the bush. You find them in the bush. Yeah, that orange is like super, vibrant. There, the intensity. That's great. I love that. That really pops. What do you guys think? Yeah. Good. Glad you could join us, Philip. Doing a month of Jokers, a month of live stream Jokers, man. Starting with the Jack Nicholson Joker from the, I believe, '89 Batman movie, directed by Tim Burton. Yeah, with soundtrack by Prince of all people. What else? Boy, that was like that was the first like big screen, like giant blockbuster proportion type Batman movie. There had been Batman. There was an Adam West Batman movie before. I think in '66. I want to say something like that. And yeah, but this was the modern. There hadn't been one right since then, so this was the modern, Batman movie. So to give it to Tim Burton was a very strange call. I found, you know, I'm gonna do his lips and gums now, so there will be blood. I drink your milkshake. Speaking of milkshakes, love that movie. Yes, yes. Philip, thanks for mentioning. Yeah, I loved it too. But again, like I mentioned earlier, it was weird being around at the time, my age at the time, and hearing that Jack Nicholson was going to be the Joker, and Michael Keaton of all people was gonna be Batman, and Prince was going to do the soundtrack, and it was going to be directed by Tim Burton. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I felt like I was on another planet. I'm like, first of all, you got a perfectly good Alec Baldwin right there that you could use as Batman. Like, oh my goodness, he's like rock solid. And I'm sure there's other people that I'm not even thinking of who could have fit the bill. Is that the Rob Suchetto? Alan's Cozy Comic Corner. Yeah. Yeah, it is the Rob Suchetto. I'm honored. No, I'm honored. Thank you for stopping in and popping into the chat. Alan's Cozy Comic Corner. My good. What's not to love about comics? Comics are one of the most unique things on planet Earth. There's nothing else like comics. There's nothing else like comics. Not even close. It's like it's like wrestling. It's like there's nothing else like wrestling. There's nothing else like it. Now, who knows what's going to happen with Warner Brothers, because they just got bought by Netflix, which means DC got bought by Netflix. So what's going to happen there, I do not know. But that's interesting. That's very interesting. For comics and wrestling, because I think that affects AEW as well. So, yeah, very weird, right? But guys, we got comics now. Comics are hotter than ever. I can't believe I'm living in an age where comics are hotter than ever, with such crap like AI slop everywhere we turn. And then we have wonderful things like comics, and they're actually becoming hot again. And I think a lot of that has to do with anime, and I think a lot of that has to do with DC. DC is really bringing it with the Absolute line. They've taken a Marvel sort of concept and really done it themselves in a way that I think is even more acute than Marvel. I think the changes to Batman, especially, are incredible. Yeah, I don't know, man. As long as we still get our James Gunn DCU, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I personally, I love the James Gunn stuff, like Peacemaker. I love it so much. I bought the first season on DVD, man. Yeah, remember that dead media that nobody likes anymore, or nobody uses? Yeah, that I. And I don't just buy anything, man. Like, it takes a lot for me to buy something if it's got to be pretty good. And I loved Peacemaker. I thought it was great. I thought the second season was great too. The comic Peacemaker Tries Hard. I bought that series. I thought it was fantastic. Steve Pugh doing the art. Man, it looks like Cena in every on every page. Man, it looks like Cena every time he draws the Peacemaker, man. It's fantastic. He really puts in the effort. He's a fantastic artist too, Steve Pugh. I think very underrated. But wonderful stuff by DC coming out, and I think that's really helping the comic book business. So. Yeah, and kids are digging comics, man. Kids are digging comics. I'm hearing that from my local comic store, man, and I think that's wonderful. I think that's wonderful. Motivates me to get Cape Fear 2 done too. You know, but man, like I sell a crazy amount of Cape Fear graphic novels. Excuse me, and I am blown away by that. Like those things, I barely need to sell at cons. Like I just put them out. People look through them. As soon as I see somebody looking through them, I would say 8 times out of 10 they're buying it right after. They're coming over and they're buying it after they look at it. It looks like kind of flip through it. They might ask me like what it's about, and I'll be like, and this is my 30-second. This is my less than 30-second elevator pitch, man. It's like a cross between, or it's like like Lord of the Rings and X-Files smashed together. It's kind of that. So if you like those things, that's what the first Cape Fear, with like a bit of Sandman in there and like other sort of kinds of things, but none of the scope, yes, but none of the like crazy time jumping things, or like we're in like none of that kind of stuff, yeah, there's no reality warping or anything like that, or I don't know, whatever is in there, it's not in there. It's just kind of the world building, I would say, is very similar to the Sandman kind of stuff, the Gaiman kind of stuff. And again, like I don't even remember if I was reading Gaiman then. I'm like where I got that, like the concept of the adventure in there, and the sort of like I don't know where that kind of came from, because I don't think I was, or maybe I was. I don't know. I can't remember. But you get your influences by so many weird means, right? So sometimes it's hard to tell where influences come from. Like I always say, I can't be the first one to have thought of that, because like, as if, right? But sometimes it happens. Like nobody was doing zombie portraits when we started doing zombie portraits. When I started doing zombie portraits, we looked online and no one was doing it. So I'm like, let's do this. Well, I mean, I had a friend who actually created created the website and everything, and could do the marketing and that, and basically just said, I'm going to create a website for you to do the zombie portrait thing and see what happens. And we were just deluged overnight, basically, with hundreds of orders, and became like ultra, like big overnight, with even like magazines and stuff, like magazine articles and all kinds of weird things. I was just telling friends of mine the other day that I remember doing, and this is and you know what? I was telling a friend the other day, like there's some stories I don't like to tell people, because they sound like they were utter BS. Like they would sound like something Trump would say kind of thing, to like, he always talks about how awesome he is, and like this happened. Like he's one of those guys, right? So, those old dudes who kind of make up those stories or do those stories. Yeah, like I did this, and I was a tough guy and all this stuff and whatever, whatnot, what have you, right? To kind of look bigger, So I don't tell those stories, man, because I don't want to seem like that. And like there's a few stories like that where I'm like, I can't believe I was this humbled by, this happening type of thing, and yeah, so I shy away from telling those stories, because they don't seem true. They seem like me, like BSing, So yeah, it's hard to tell those, There we go. I think this is good. Man, I like those little subtle things in there. There. Yeah. Yeah. that. I like that. Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then this adds a little bit more of the skull shape, those temples being sunken in. Adds a little bit more to the skull shape. Boo! Bro, amazing. I thought I said boo. Boo. Bro, amazing. Thanks. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Sick Shop, welcome to the program. And great having you. Great having you. Gets you in the Christmas spirit. Jack is my favorite Joker. Really, eh? Is that right? Is that right? Eh? Wow. I liked Heath, man. I thought Heath Ledger was the man when it came to the Joker. Yeah. I think that's my guy. That's my guy. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is so far. I think this is good. So Sick Shop, you must have been thrilled when you heard about the giant RoboCop statue erected in Detroit. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Love that flick. Batman Returns is my favorite Batman film, but love Jack. That's great, man. Wow, wow. So you like the oldies, eh? That's funny because those seem so old now. Like but kind of timeless too. Like they're kind of dated, but they have that you can watch them at any time type of vibe to it. Y'all forgetting the best Joker, Jared Leto. Yeah, Jared Leto. Here's the funny part. I actually did the Jared Leto Joker as a zombie already. Yeah. I'm going to see how much they want for that statue. Yeah. Be in my living room. Yeah, no kidding. It's awesome. Like it's awesome, and like it already has proven itself to be a huge terrorist attraction. Terrorist attraction. It's a tourist attraction. It's already been proven to be a tourist attraction. Terrorist attraction. Yeah. Okay, is this good enough to ink on now or? Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna go see how much they want. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. That's so funny. So yes, guys, we're doing the one of the Sick Shop's one of Sick's favorites Jokers, or his favorite Joker rather, is the Nicholson Joker, and I was saying I think mine is Heath Ledger's depiction, and yeah, somebody was saying the Jared Leto one. Yeah, that's so. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, that was just weird. That was just weird and uncalled for. Like, where did that? Who inspired that? Like, that had never appeared in the comics in any way, shape, or form. And I was like, what? I don't know. That was weird, man. And people complain about, oh, you're a gatekeeper and everything. It's like, no, man. Like, when things, it doesn't matter who's doing it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Like, that's just wrong. It doesn't matter who's doing it, man. Like, that's how I feel about everything. I don't care who's in charge of whatever. If it's wrong, it's wrong, Yeah, like, you can feel that in your gut. You're not, like, if you're a fan of that character, you know implicitly that what they've done with it, if something egregious is wrong, So you say something about it because you're a fan. I never understood that, like, toxic fan thing. You're either right or you're wrong, man. There's no, like, I don't know. I don't get it. I hear about it all the time, but I'm like, I don't understand that, but whatever. Like, if I don't like something, well, I'm probably not going to talk much about it. I probably just won't experience it. Like, I won't view it or buy it or whatever, go see it or whatever, you know. But yeah, like I mean, there's a lot of people in fandom I think that speak out about things that are, you know, inherently wrong with the way a studio or individual you know, changes the focus of or whole idea behind the character that they've got, you know. And you know, that would make some people angry, I would imagine. Why wouldn't it be? You grew up with something for that long in your life and enjoyed it, and that's what got it over the way it is. And here comes someone, you know, changing and presenting it as that same character, where all of those characteristics that you came to enjoy and love are different, and even the everything about the character's look is different. So how do you, like? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I find that very cheap. You know, I find that very cheap. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna say something about it sometimes. You know, not that I care really. Either way, it's what are you gonna do about it? There's nothing. You know, there's nothing. You'll just give your opinion, and that's it, man. You know, everybody's got an opinion on stuff. No biggie. You know. That's how I think, anyway. I don't know. Yeah. So I hope you guys can all sort of view this nicely and comfortably, and enjoy the process that I'm doing here with all the sort of inks and designed areas, the areas designed to create depth and the textures and things of that nature. Well, it's still a little moist. Maybe I'll make the eyes red or something. Like, he's got he's like even more mutated from the toxic chemicals or whatever, man. Yeah. He died and came back to life as the Joker, you know, on a different Earth. So he's actually a zombie type. You know, he can't be killed. He can't be killed. He's a sentient zombie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and if you guys like history being changed, you might want to check out Zombie Daily and seek out those wonderful zombie dinosaurs I've been doing. I've been loving those and posting a lot of them and giving a little lore about the backstory of some of them, about how the dinosaur. About how like they all became extinct with the zombie virus and all that stuff, and how that happened is all sort of outlined in there. I give some ideas about that, which is fun, you know. So all you guys that are into flat Earth and things of that nature can add that to their conspiracy theory and theories and things of that with that bent to them. Yeah. It was the zombie virus that killed all the dinosaurs. And here's why. And here's how. Explained, unlocked, revealed. Yeah. Yeah. The best clickbait of all. Yeah. How the dinosaurs really died. I give you the inside scoop. And we're inking the Nicholson Joker from the '89 Tim Burton directed Batman, featuring Michael Keaton as the Batman for some reason. I just found that very weird at the time. A very, very weird thing at the time. Yeah, as a young man, found that bizarre, but. You know, it worked, man. It worked. I really enjoyed those movies. They're very unique, you know. they had what so many movies lack nowadays, and that's like any sort of soul or beating heart whatsoever, you know. And I love that uniqueness, you know. So yeah, yeah, that was something else for sure. And I can see why people, again, you know, love it so much because of the treatment, you know, the very specific sort of treatment that Burton gave, you know. There. And I think the actors kind of knew that this was going to be their, you know, big, you know, thing, right? So they really stepped up to the plate, obviously, and to put it in basketball terms. Yeah, there we go. How about that for some Nicholson Joker action, man? And I've got a bunch of drawings I'm going to be doing tomorrow at the Radisson for the Krampusnacht event that's going on there tomorrow from, I believe, 11 to 4. I want to say it could be 10 to 4, but 10-4, good buddy. But check it out. Check it out. And if you're in the area, come by and say hi. Come by and say hi to old Rob and watch me draw again for real, right in front of you, live again. Yeah, no touching. But yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there drawing. I'll be there with the Zombie Handbook and the Cape Fear graphic novel and comic book number uno for you all. It's a great, but both all are great gifts for folks into zombie culture, art, art in general. Really good stories, and art combined in a graphic novel, if I do say so myself. I hope that you will enjoy Cape Fear, Power Struggle, and yeah, check it out, I hope. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, guys. Whenever you pick up a copy of the Cape Fear book and read it, let me know your thoughts on it. Yeah. It is a very fun, interesting, I think, exciting read. Yeah, I think. I hope. And if you don't like the story at all, just look at the art then. It's a graphic novel. I've done that many times too by the book just based on the art, but rarely just based on the story. And you know what? I don't know what that says about me, other than I prefer the art side of things. And that is in no way, shape, or form to throw shade on writers, because I know you've got an incredibly tough job trying to come up with compelling stories for characters that have possibly been around for 100 years and that are, you know, very trope heavy, and like everything's been done. Everything's been done kind of with them, right? So yeah, man, like I get it. It's difficult to do, but I would rather tune in to a comic for the art than the stories. But you know, again, don't get me wrong. Like again, with Batman, the absolute Batman, and Wonder Woman, especially too, which is fantastic. Um, yeah, the story is really important, like really important, you know, and the art's really great. I really love the art. I think the art is very unique, and it's almost that it's like early Sandman. It's almost that standard setting art that defines that character kind of like forever, you know. So yeah, I find it really, really, really good. Nick Dragotta, the Daniel Warren Johnson annual was fantastic too. I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, that was terrific. So, and the art was really good in it too. Wow, like that, again, like I said before, those books remind me so much of when I was a kid and buying Fantastic Four and Alpha Flight every month, and I couldn't wait to read them. I couldn't wait to read them, because I loved Byrne, and same went for Saga of Swamp Thing, and what else? Sandman was like that too at one point, but that didn't come, I think, until later maybe. But yeah, those were fun times because I was really excited to see the next what the next issue was gonna be like, and how it was gonna the stories were great. Byrne was so awesome, man. I loved his stuff so much. He had a very simplistic, straightforward, effective, and awe-inspiring storytelling technique, and it was heavily, derived from that very simplistic Marvel Kirby, Stan Lee Kirby, thing, partnership, duo, whatever you want to call it, so Byrne kind of used that model to tell his stories, for a lot of the things, right? A lot of the beats and everything. So yeah, I loved his stuff so much, and his art was great. His art was really good. Yeah, 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 dynamic and yeah. I really love this. This is really good. He's got that sort of flowing. Well, this is all ripped up and dirty and everything, but it's a flowing sort of kerchief tie kind of thing. Yeah, it's sort of weirdly wrapped, but nonetheless, it is kind of tied together, I think. But yeah, loosely, yeah, loosely, mostly. I was going to say that, right? There, I think that looks really good. I think the eyes are going to add a lot of huge impact on it. I'm going to add a lot more dark in there. This band's going to be black. I'm going to add some more dark detail, texture in the jacket, and a little more dirt and detail and kind of directional fabric direction lines in there. Fabric direction lines in there. Yeah. Yeah. How about that? Get up on that. How about this? There we go. There we go. Oh, God help us. Look out for that campy drawing of Queen Victoria. Oh, God help us. Now, do I use this Tombow pen, or do I use this dollar store pen? gonna thicken. The Thickening. Highlander 5, The Thickening. He's all fat. He's all fat. Look at him, he's all fat. So there we've got some nice texturing within that darkness, but like within that darkness, whatever you do end up seeing is purple. And I'm gonna use this to get a little more precision in there, because I want that hair to stay. Hair to stay, gone forever. What? And I'm gonna add these wee little lines in there, and they're like little column. They're like little tunnels. Little tunnels in his hat. There. So yes, guys, tomorrow I'll be at the Ramada. Check me out there. I'm going to be at the last I think event of the season, the convention and or event season. Kind of calling it quits after this for the season. I would love to continue for ones out of town, but unfortunately weather. I don't you can't really trust in the weather, obviously. So I'm not taking any risks for myself or anyone else driving me to cons elsewhere. So yeah, I think tomorrow's the last one. I don't think there's any other ones. This is it. So this is the last one. If you guys want to come see me, say hi, please do. I will be there from, I believe, 11 to 4. I think it's 11 to 4. Could be 10 to 4. I will have to check. You will have to check. I don't know the exact time right now, but I've set my alarm. I set my alarm nice and early anyway. Yeah. And as you can see, we're doing the first of the new Jokers this month, ending with the Absolute Joker from the Absolute Batman comic, and that should be crazy cool. I think that should be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Batman 15 drops this month. Absolute Batman, rather, 15 drops this month with the new Joker debuting, I believe, in full, as he has been featured in other comics, in other Batman comics, but you never really get to see a consistent nor entire shot of him. So yeah, he's debuting in this newest Batman number 50, Absolute Batman number 15. So yes, please check that out when I'm zombifying him at, I believe I think it's like the 1st of January. Yeah, because after we're done, each new Joker, each week, each Friday, that's going to be the live stream that's going to be likely the live stream for the week, unless I decide to kind of do impromptu ones. But I think for the time being, that might be the norm. So I'll be doing less live streams. If you want me to do more live streams, let me know, and I will do more. Even if you want me to do impromptu ones, and you want to tune in to, just watch me draw, or ask me questions, or anything, I will gladly click on the camera for y'all, and we can do a live stream anytime you want. But in the meantime, I think I might just do the scheduled ones, which are going to be Joker driven until the new year. And the last one is going to be the absolute Batman Joker. Yeah. Can't wait. I can wait for the new year, but yeah. Looking forward to that. And lots of battle damage on this one, on this Joker, because now he is a bona fide zombie. Yeah. I'm gonna erase those eyes. Then, man, see, even if I just left them like that, that would be terrifying. That would be very what do you call it? Deadite-ish. Yeah, but instead, I'm going to use my where is he? Where did he go? My little... Oh, there he is. Whoosh! My template. You're like, oh my god, ever old school. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, that's good. Okay. Yes, it is old school. I'm using a circle template. Where's my pencil? There we go. And there. Yeah, there. Okay, maybe there. And then what? There. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's great. I think I like the eye placement. All right, that's good. How's about if I just use this gray there, and there. How's that? Maybe the whole thing. Yeah, you know what? Because yeah, that makes it his eyes actually look like that. Then adding the yeah, he crazy. yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah. He's got those crazy eyes, man. He's got those crazy eyes. Yeah. I don't trust him. Why? Because he's a zombie. And he's the Joker. He's the zombie Joker. I don't trust him. Why? But that's so many movies though. That's so many stories. So I don't trust them. Really? There. I think I like that. I think I like that. Yeah. I hope you guys like it as well. I'm going to use. Oh yeah. I'm gonna use this and see how this goes, and then when I tire of this, I will. You know what? I might even do? I might. Oh, you know what? That might even work better. I think I'm going to, because I really love the colors in here and how they interact. And I think what I might do is do like a fade. Give me a fade, man. Give me a fade. I'm gonna do a fade where it's gonna get it's dark up top here, and it's gonna kind of fade into the color. You dig? Yeah, I think I like that. And you know what? I'm gonna do it like like even earlier than I thought, and try to retain a lot of those bare colors. Yeah, yeah, I like that too because you got that same effect coming up on there with that reflective light. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that to this as well. But you know what? First, gotta use this here. Really shouldn't use this valuable pen, but I really do like the coverage and the line thickness. But man, guys, this Joker's almost done. Can you believe it? We did this all like in less than 2 hours because I was slow to start. I was slow to start. No, I was slow to start because I had many technical difficulties, and so yeah, and it's not even 11. It's not even 11, and we've completed almost the entire Joker drawing. Isn't that great? No, it's true though. Like, yeah, man, we did this. We did this, guys. Like that's awesome. Like and here it is, right? You can do this too. You just watch me do it. It's not it's not really that difficult a process to do. So yeah, if you want to crib some of the process tips that you see in the video, in the live stream, in the video, for yourself, and then like I said before, you're adding your own spices too, and as you go, it becomes more you, with the things that you do, and the experiences that your life brings to your art, and then look at that. You can't look at that too long. You know why? You'll go mad. You will. It's one of those things where you do go mad looking at it too long. Yes. But I will add something that will make you go mad if you look at it too long. That little bit of gray in the yellow of the eyes. That is the combination that will make you go mad. No, this I'm adding now. Oh, why do I have this open? Okay. That's my supply drawer. Supply drawer. Yeah, man. You need that. I definitely need that. Something runs out or what have you. Have backups. Yeah. There we go. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Welcome into my studio, guys. I'm Rob Sachetto. I'm doing the Joker from the Jack Nicholson Joker from the 1989 first big huge budget Batman movie directed by Tim Burton, starring Michael Keaton and the aforementioned Jack Nicholson playing the Joker. I was around before this movie came out, and that was very weird to hear that combination of people being involved in the first Batman movie. Yeah, I thought that was very strange. Excuse me. Gotta adjust my balls. There we go. Yeah, sometimes when you sit on a thing too long. Yeah. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. There we go. There's the Joker, man. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more darkness to the other side, but I think this side I'm going to leave very much turning bright from the dark top. And I really love that fade, you know, because those colors are great. I really want to show those colors off. You know, I really love that. But I do think this needs to be darker. Darker. Oh wait, I'm way out of position here, man. Way out of position here, man. Okay, I'm gonna kind of use a little bit of this. Yeah, again, like this is a dry, like this is dry brush. The dry brush effect, anyway. I'm using a bloody Sharpie, right, to create a dry brush effect. But that's literally what I am doing here by using the side of the Sharpie, like very quickly to create that kind of textured, you know, safari look. You know, so but I'm adding this very dark area on the extreme right here. Because yeah, I want that kind of shape to take place there, you know, that kind of movement to take place there. Yeah. So there, and thicker holding line there. Look at that, guys. We did it in 2 hours, man. So, you know, when people ask me, you know, how long does it usually take for you to do these things, you know, usually I tell them it depends on the complexity. But as you can see, here's the complexity of what I'm doing. It's not very complex. It was actually a fairly simple drawing, I think, for the most part. You know, the sketch was okay. The sketch that I again, for the sketch, I just did the most, you know, valuable parts that I needed to do, and the rest was really kind of sketched in. So when you go back to the beginning of this one, you'll see that, you know, the sketch was really kind of crummy, man. It was like sub Ziggy, man. So it wasn't that great. I don't think it was anyway, but it did what it needed to do. Again, the rest of the sketch, rather. The face was pretty good, pretty solid. You know, it's all, you know, due to the distances, you know, those distances of the eyes, nose, and all the features, you know. So yeah. So here we go. We're done, kind of thing here. I can't believe it. I'm really blown away. Blown away. Blown. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. I'm gonna use a little bit of this. What's it called again? How come? What's this then? Are these the same? Wait a minute. Geranium, and then what's this? Deep red. Da 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 da. I know this. Just. Ooh. Yeah, deep red, eh? Okay. Well, using it sparingly. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. I'm just going to thicken up the holding lines. Guys, I hope you had a fantastic week. And I hope that tonight's episode of being in the studio and drawing with Rob Cicetto, I hope that was fun for you guys and a great way to top off your week and start the weekend, to which I hope you have a fantastic one. I'm going to be at the Witches and Weirdos event tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I believe it's 10 or 11 to 4. And it is my last appearance for the con season for this year. If you want to see me out, that is your best bet. come pick up a print, of which there are many new ones. I just picked some up today that are brand new, that I've never had at any con before, and there are plenty like that. Plus, I've very rarely done this, if ever, but I'm having originals for sale. Original sketches, $40, man. $40 for an original sketch, in a bag, in a plastic bag with a backboard. Like, to have an original sketch, and you'll see what these sketches are. They're not just sketches. They're drawings. And for $40 to own an original piece of art, that is an absolute steal, considering my prints are only 10. My prints are only $10. So my originals are 40. Come check those out. Get an original piece of art for yourself. There are a lot of really great weird ones. They're very highly detailed and very fun and very one of a kind. And you'll have access to them there at the Witches and Weirdos event tomorrow at the Radisson Hotel. Main, I guess, ballroom. I think it is. But yes, I'll be there. And I'm looking forward to that. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap up tonight's episode, and it was a great one. The one that kicks off the month of Jokers. I'll be doing one of these every Friday. And I think I'm gonna do Heath Ledger next, because the Cesar Romero one is kind of similar to him in almost the color palette. So I think I'm gonna do the Heath Ledger Joker next. So next Friday will be the Heath Ledger Joker as a zombie. The strange fun fact here is I actually did the Heath Ledger Joker, but not as a zombie, but in fact a very, very highly detailed drawing. And you can see that at Zombie Daily. The link is in the description below. Check out that link for tons and tons of incredible zombie art and new things posted every single day. I'm going to add one more thing to this, guys, and that will be as follows. I'm not wearing a tie at all. No, I'm going to add, here we go. This is what I want. This is what I'm getting. This is what I want. This is what I'm getting. And you're going to want to watch this. You're going to want to see this. Yeah, I really wanted to add that blood spatter to make it ultra gory. Yeah. Now that really, really, really makes it zombie frickin' Joker, man. What do y'all say? There we go. Guys, thank you so much for stopping in, tuning into the live stream tonight. So glad to have you. Can't wait to see you all again. And please, of course, I'm going to say it, subscribe to the channel for more content. Please join Zombie Daily for daily content. I am the internet's busiest zombie nerd, so as you can see. So I'm happy to share more art with you every single day and do more live streams for y'all to be entertained by and or learn from, perhaps, or be even inspired by, perhaps. But I'm going to create more content for y'all, and I hope you do appreciate it and love it, as I appreciate and love all of you and your interest and your support, which means everything to me. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Rob is signing off for the evening.